Hello there. My name is Erica Swaringen Blankumsey, and I am the president of the Frances Ellen Watkins Harper Collaborative Club of the National Association of Colored Women's Clubs Incorporated. Our phenomenal organization was founded in 1896, making us the oldest Black women's organization. It is with esteemed pleasure that I invite you to join us for our first annual Holidays in Black reading series. It is during this event that we will promote literacy amongst children in grades kindergarten through 4th and their families throughout the holiday season. So below in the description box, you know you're going to find all of the good stuff. You're going to find a link to all of our social media pages, a link to donate to us, and for our special guests if they have a link as well. Again, I invite you to sit back, relax, grab your book and grab your favorite blanket and come read with us. We'll show you what a few can do as we lift, as we climb. Thank you. Bye. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Frances Ellen Watkins Harper first annual Holidays in Black reading series event. Today, our special guest is Dr. Adunni Slackman Anderson. Welcome.
Thank you.
So let's learn a little bit more about our special guest. She's newly retired. She served as the director of the primary school at Camp Place. She also has served the Montclair Public Schools in the capacity of a career administrative leader and principal. She is a Geraldine R. Dodge Fellow and was named Regional Magnet School Principal of the Year. She holds various board positions, including being an advisory board member to the Montclair Art Museum Education and African American Cultural Committee. She serves currently as the legislative chair of the North Jersey chapter of the Links Incorporated. She is also a proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. She has served formally as a board member of the South Orange Maplewood Community Coalition on Race and the New Jersey Orators Incorporated. Thank you and welcome again.
Well, thank you. It's my honor to be here. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you. So we want to learn just a little bit more about you. Can you tell us what's your favorite book?
Oh boy, I belong to 2 book groups, so I'm always reading. But I would say that my favorite book of all time is Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston.
That is a good pick too.
Yeah.
It's a really good pick. So tell us, you're a former educator and, even retired, I know being in education means you'll always be an educator. Tell us why. Why is literacy so important?
I think literacy is so important because it opens the world to our youngsters and to people just through the gift of reading. We often talk about lifelong learning and being lifelong learners. And I think what gives us access, the key to that, is being able to read and discuss and to really develop meaning from it. So literacy is just key. We know that in education and in research, that if our children are not reading by a certain age and grade, it increases the likelihood that they will not be successful adults. It increases the likelihood that they will be incarcerated. So literacy is very near and dear to my heart. And it's just something that needs to be emphasized in order to help people expand their life and to live really in this world.
Absolutely. We full-heartedly agree with our club and our organization. And that's part of the reason why we put on this program, was to promote literacy for school-age children, as well as to make sure that their families are getting involved and reading every day together, because it's truly an experience.
Yes.
Which cannot be beat. Well,
reading and having books, because one thing I will say is that with social media and the internet, I think our young people are reading a lot more than what they may have in previous years. But I also want to emphasize the importance of the physical book and reading books. And so I think your program is so worthwhile and so spot on for that reason.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, everyone, I can tell you that you're definitely in for a treat, so stay tuned.
I am so delighted to join you this afternoon to share a story. And I'm going to read a book entitled Sulwe, written by Lupita Nyong'o, who's the author, and illustrated by Vashti Harrison. This book has been published by Simon & Schuster for young readers. And now let's hear the story. As I read, I will show you the pictures, but I also encourage you to draw pictures in your own mind and see if they match. Sulwe by Lupita Nyong'o, illustrated by Vashti Harrison. Sulwe was born the color of midnight. She looked nothing like her family, not even a little, not even at all. Mama was the color of dawn, Baba the color of dusk, and Mish, her sister, was the color of high noon. Hardly anyone at school looked like Sulwe either. People gave her sister Mish pet names like Sunshine and Ray and Beauty. People gave Sulwe names like Blackie and Darky and Night. Sulwe felt hurt every time, so she hid away while her sister made friends. Sulwe dreamed of being the same color as her sister. She wanted real friends too. So she got the biggest eraser she could find and tried to rub off a layer of 2 of her darkness. She crept into Mama's room and helped herself to her makeup. Oh no, she would hear from her mother. Sulwe decided to work from the inside out, so she only ate the lightest and the brightest foods. With a stomachache, she went to bed early and turned to God for a miracle. Dear Lord, why do I look like midnight when my mother looks like dawn? Please make me as fair as the parents I'm from. I want to be beautiful, not just to pretend. I want to have daylight. I want to have friends. If you hear me, Lord, I would like for you to comply. May I wake up as bright as the sun in the sky. Amen. When Mama came in to wake her up for school the next morning, Sulwe rose to find not a trace of daylight in her midnight skin. Sulwe turned to her mother. Mama said, "What is your name?" "Sulwe," she muttered. "And what does it mean?" Sulwe means star. Brightness is not in your skin, my love. Brightness is just who you are. As for beauty, Mama said, rubbing Sulwe's stomach the way she always did to comfort her, you are beautiful. Well, and you are beautiful to me, but you can't rely on what you look like to make you feel beautiful inside. Real beauty comes from your mind and your heart. It begins with how you see yourself, not how others see you. Now, get up and let's go. How could she, as dark as she was, have brightness in her? How could she have beauty when no one but her mother seemed to see it? How could she be a star? That night, a shooting star appeared at Sulwe's window. The night sent me, the star said. Come with me. So Sulwe hopped on the star, and away they went. Long ago, at the beginning of time, said the star, there was night and there was day, and they were sisters. They loved each other very much, but people didn't treat the sisters the same. There was day and there was night. People gave day pet names like lovely and nice and pretty. People gave night names like scary and bad and ugly. She felt hurt every time. Well, night got fed up and walked right off the earth. Day stayed behind and enjoyed making everyone happy in the sun. But then day grew too long and everybody began to miss the night. There had to be a way to get her back. Day set off to find night, and she did. I miss you, said Day. I miss you too, said Night. But you don't know what it's like to be treated badly for being dark. You're right, I don't, Day replied. But what I do know is that we need you to be just who you are. So come with me. Night returned, and the people rejoiced. We need the darkest night to get the deepest rest. We need you so that we can grow and dream and keep our secrets to ourselves. The stars chimed in. Brightness isn't just for daylight. Light comes in all colors, and some light can only be seen in the dark. While day had a golden glow, with night everything had a silver sheen, elegant, delicate, and fine. Day told her sister, when you are darkest is when you are most beautiful. It's when you are most you. Could it be that night did not need to change? Not even a little? Not even at all? Now that night and day were back together, a little bit of night returned to day in the form of shadows, and a little bit of day returned to night in the form of moonlight. They were inseparable from the moment on and promised to celebrate the brightness in each other, whether people chose to see it or not. You see, the star explained, we need them both on their sunniest day and their darkest day and every shade in between. Together, day and night make the world, and we know light and dark are both strong and beautiful. Sulwe rose the next morning beaming. There would be no hiding anymore. She belonged out there in the world, dark and beautiful, bright and strong. And if she ever needed a reminder of her brightness, she could look up at the sky on the darkest night and see the stars. She could see herself. Sulwe felt beautiful inside and out. I hope you enjoyed that story. It was my pleasure to read it to you. Sulwe by Lupita Nyong'o.